Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Thief. Last time we finished clearing out the Stone Market City Hub, at least to the extent we could, and we are now ready to proceed through the 100% playthrough of Chapter 2, Dust to Dust. We begin by hopping onto this rope and sliding down. You don't need to worry about that guard, he can't see us.
Those masked quacks wouldn't take this job.
There are 71 pieces of loot to be found in this mission. The first one is this gear, there on the ground. Let's walk over to this end of the trench. Hop up here and use our wrench tool to enter a crawl space.
Night's going on forever.
There's Flask 2.
They call that work? Keep that friggin' dog quiet and wake me when shift's done, will you?
How can you sleep in a place like this? And the General's here too, grinding his teeth and his frigging leg.
Watch and learn. Watch and learn.
We can keep on going. Out the other end of this crawl space. We head all the way down here to the very end. At this grate, we can find a syringe. 3 out of 71 pieces of loot. Now we need to make our way all the way back to the trench, if we want to get absolutely everything, which, of course, we do.
Same nightmares every night.
Let's head to the other end of this trench. Hop up here and climb the ladder.
Night's going on forever.
If you're going for the Predator challenge, combat takedowns are really easy. You just start fights with every guard you see, and fight them until you can do a combat takedown. Well, let's go over here, where the guy who claimed he was going to go to sleep is. And there he is, in fact, sound asleep. Now note, our first dog is in a cage across the way. Dogs, unlike birds, you just have to stay away from. If you get close to them, they catch your scent, and they start to growl and bark and alert all the guards nearby. So, let's watch the patroller.
Get the gloom if I catch the foundry man's droop.
He's right there. Let's grab the coin purse from next to the sleeper. That's 4 out of 71. Let's open up this box.
Nightmares every night.
We've got a choke arrow. Let's swoop into this shadow. Let's park right here, because we need to pickpocket that patrolling guard.
Tough times.
Which would have been easy had we pickpocketed in both instances, instead of Garrett deciding what I really wanted was for him to bump into the guard's backside by peeking.
So tired these days.
There we go. We got both of those. Now we just need to pick open the lock on this gate.
I saw someone. I think.
Well, we do need to pick open the lock on that gate, but... Actually, no we don't.
I'd wager that hound is more attentive than his masters.
Wish there was a sloop stall nearby.
We can just drop back into the crawl space. And we can get around the gate that way. As you can see. Nice and simple. Let's grab this gear off the ground from inside here. That's 5 out of 71. And now let's hop the wall into the dust yard. I hope you didn't miss anything back there, because there's no going back.
Garrett.
Aaron. Am I sick?
There are no guards here, so take it easy. Grab the poppy from the center, head over here to the east, and grab a pocket portrait, which there's 0 chance of you spotting on your own without loot glint. 6 out of 71 pieces of loot. If you head over to the southeast corner, there's an observation prompt.
Northcrest Manor. From this side of the river, it looks like a fine tombstone.
We head over here, we can hop up onto the crate and then onto the crane before hopping over to the roof of this little building. Which we can then enter by crawling under these pipes and climbing down the ladder. First things first. Coal room stash note. This is our lucky night. Followed one of the bleeders upstairs and found a real nice piece he must have lifted. I put it in the chute in the coal room. One good lift deserves another, right? When you pawn it this time, be sure Perry counts out every coin. Let's open the drawers. New collectible, Charity's Memory. Alice, your smile will forever be remembered. Memories of the Dead. A long-lost tradition once existed that saw deceased relatives remembered with matching rings set in the bone of their ancestors. Inscribed with a memory, the rings enshrined those loved and lost so as to never be forgotten.
What do we have here?
Let's also head over here. Grab the desk bell off the shelf. Puts us at 7 of 71 pieces of loot for this chapter. And now it's time to climb the pipes and get into the actual foundry. Let's hop up here.
Here comes one more for the knacker's yard. The general will want this lot seen to before last bell.
Look at this. A highborn in with the lowlifes. I wonder what he's got.
Not out here, sloop for brains.
We carted him gentle as we could. You are treating them with respect, aren't you?
Respect? Oh, yeah. Set the cart down inside and get back to your sack houses. We'll take it from here.
Into the vent. Again, there's no going back once we go in. Can't get around that little slide. And there's not really anything going on in this vent. Just have to make our way through it. office level.
Rourke's teeth! If it's not the corpses, it's these oversized bloody puppets. I'll end up being rowed out to Moira at this rate.
He has 2 purses to pickpocket, and it's easiest to do
Mannequins.
right when he's on the
Making her look at
stairs.
his body. But not this kind.
New objective, discover where the bodies are taken.
Where could it be?
Now, this really creeps me out because I have a bit of a real-life phobia of mannequins. They're everywhere in this damn level.
I think I looked here already. Hungry as a... All this soot and dust isn't helping.
Alright, we got a bit of food over here. Now we need to get past this guy
These
without
mannequins are putting the fog up me. Feel like I'm being watched.
without raising suspicion. Best way to do that is to swoop
told you
as
our lives would be
soon as he gets to the near end of his patrol. Swoop in behind him. We need to grab that ashtray off the crates and get to the shadow quickly. But we can't go too soon either, or that will happen. Snag the ashtray, that's 8 out of 71. And then we get into this little zone. Let me make sure I'm at 8 out of 71. Yes, good. Alright. This is a neat little room with several goodies inside. We have a microscope, 9. Candlestick, 10. Let's check the drawers. Coin purse, 11. And back here, a chest with a gear, 12, and magnifying glass, 13 out of 71 pieces of loot. Most excellent. We need to get past this guy going back. It's a little easier this time.
Somebody disrespect the lockdown.
We just need to stay right behind him and immediately swoop out. Now he looks left, and then looks right. It's pretty easy to swoop out when he looks right. And we can make our way downstairs to the main line area past all these creepy friggin' puppets. Ugh.
Wonder what they put in the sloop.
Up you go, you sorry bastard. Better you than me. Read Jenny's tears.
And the nag she rode on.
This wouldn't pass for respect in a slaughterhouse. Poor old Cornelius must already be on the line. The best way to follow Cornelius is to put my life on the line.
New objective, follow the
Suppose
path
the
of the
baggage
dead.
smelled the same
Hook on
alive.
to the assembly line. Well, we will do that. But first, let's grab this flask from under the stairs. Puts us at 14 out of 71.
Gods to grave holes.
Then we can head back up to these windows. Oh, they're so... Let's hop through the window onto these beams. Try to ignore the damn mannequins. Hop over to this one and grab that gear. That's 15.
Used to dump bodies over the city wall. Until the stinking thieves was worse than the room itself. 100 crows to every man.
Oh yeah? We were told to torch him at the sides of the streets in the quarter. But after the candlemaker's place went up too, had to make it a crime. Poor old Blowmore.
You two would be rich men if you were paid to friggin' talk. Less chatter, eh?
Hope I don't catch the blue.
Alright. Let's hop over here to where the crossbow guard is patrolling. He's got 2 purses we need to lift.
Father always said I'd end up jobbing at the works.
Grab both of those and duck into this
I
hallway.
think a tooth's coming loose.
And we need to wait for him to patrol back
Suppose the gloom's still in them?
and get the cup over at the end of that catwalk.
Manhandling them like this. What's that doing to us?
Think you're better off on the street stuffed with coughing ragbags and commons?
Furnace is the hardest worker here. So hungry.
Grab that cup. That's 16 out of 71. And wait for him to patrol back. So we're gonna backtrack.
What's next?
Grab that cup. 17 out of 71.
I thought I'd love being in the watch. But...
Now, wait for that guard to be MIA. Drop down here. And grab a knife off the crate. That's, oh, good lord. It's 18 out of 71. I'm gonna wait for him to come back up here, because he has a purse I need to lift.
Remedies again.
I thought I'd love being in the watch. But...
Swoop back over here. All is well.
The Baron could afford to give us double rations.
And we need to tail him down without getting spotted by either of the other two.
Maybe head down to the docks after my
Swoop
shift.
over here. First thing I want to do is get the two purses off of this gentleman.
I can smell the river from here.
Not too hard. He spends a good portion of time staring at that vent over there.
Same nightmares every night.
I need to get that document without alerting him. For that, it's actually better if he's facing out into the
What's
room.
happened to this place?
Transportation of cadavers. Use the assembly line effectively. Ensure bodies are attached to the hooks before advancing. Securely. Hook the meat through the ribs and don't go all squeamish. Next Leatherfingers to drop a corpse is getting a hook of his own. Rex. Well, that's pleasant.
Same nightmares every night.
Grab that flask. That's 19 out of 71. We make our way over to this corner. We have an ashtray for 20 out of 71. And we have a cabinet for a checkpoint save.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
Now I want to get into that room next to the notice. The easiest way to do that by far is to go through the crawl space. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Down we go. Grab the ashtray out of here. That's 21 out of 71 loot. worry about this area we're in right now in a moment, but for now, just open this door and realize this is the door I was looking at a minute ago. Be wary of all this breakable glass stuff. If we knock any of it over, it will alert the guards. So it's necessary to be quite careful. Hop up here. Again, wary of breakables. And grab a golden candlestick. 22 out of 71 loot. Then we can head back into this room. I'm going to shut the door behind me as soon as I find the door. There it is. Now if we head over here, somewhere around here, there's more food on a crate. There it is. Now, that hook right there is where we can get on the line, but we're not ready to do that yet. Here's another document. Broken glass. No more complaints about some areas having broken glass on the floor. Boot leather doesn't come cheap, so step around it or clean it up. You have a short fucking career in the Baron's watch ahead of you if you can't look where you're going. Your uniform is your responsibility, including the boots. You can be assured there are a dozen men waiting to fill yours. Captain Shaw. Harsh, but probably true. Let's grab the desk bell out of this chest. And let's grab this coin purse that for whatever reason I almost missed. That puts us at 24 out of 71 for loot. Now here's the hallway with the crossbowmen. All we still need to do is open the drawers in this desk. Grab a gear. That's 25 out of 71 loot. And then we can head down here and hop aboard the hook. This is another point of no return, so make sure you have everything before you hop on.
Break's over. Let's get the line running again.
I wonder if a building can be condemned twice. I watch you making a good case for it here.
Just like shooting deer back in the estate.
Make sure you drop.
Time to get off. I prefer being a moving target.
New step. Follow the path of the dead. Move through the old manufacturing area.
For something.
Alright, now this is our first run-in with broken glass. We just need to make sure that we move over it very, very slowly. Otherwise, we will be heard.
I'm a better shot than old Duke ever was. I need to rest.
Nothing inside that drawer.
Chewing coffee beans.
This locked one will have something inside it. Magnifying glass. 26 of 71 loot. We're done with the glass for now. What the heck? I guess I made too much noise. Let's stay crouched. There's no broken glass here, but...
Bullseye.
Scissors, 27 of 71, and a letter, break spot. Congratulations, Burmy, you pulled corpse duty. It's not too bad if you've the stomach for it. If you need a break, the boys and I have a place on top of manufacturing. Only spot the gaffer won't find you catching up on your beauty rest. Here's the rules. Keep it quiet, no hogging, don't tap your pipe on the floor. If you're caught, no names.
This gloom is everywhere.
Alright. Now let's head up the stairs and let's vault over the railing so we can come down right behind him.
Same nightmares every night.
The perfect shot! That's me!
And snag his purse. If you're going for the opportunist challenge, that will be your 10th pickpocket. I think we've also easily run into 10 guards by this point. If you're going for the Predator challenge and you want 10 combat takedowns.
Oh, at last.
Let's see, 3.
The poor are good for something.
3 in the front yard. 1 guard on the stairs. 3 in the main hall. No, actually, he'd only be your 8th. But the Predator challenge is really simple. You just get into a fight with every guard and finish him with a combat takedown. Alright, here we are in the next room. Office and storage. We need a knife and a fork off this table. That's 28 and 29. Then if we open up the vent, you can already see a magnifying glass there on the lower right, which will be 30 out of 71 loot. Now let's progress a little farther through here. In this next room, after we emerge from the crawl space, we can find 2 candlesticks, 31 and 32 out of 71 loot, and a rope arrow and a broadhead arrow inside that box. Not bad at all. We need to head back to the office if we want to get everything, so let's backtrack now. Hop onto this filing cabinet and then onto a wooden walkway. Circle around the room to where you can see this telescope, 33 out of 71. And if we hop down, and head over to the desk, there's a letter. Renovation notice. Be aware of the immediate renovation of the Vale Street Ironworks. The facility must be ready to process the city's dead in 2 weeks from today. Be careful of old materials from Baron Northcrest's earlier projects. Any area that cannot be repurposed to process and dispose of cadavers should be considered inaccessible. The Thief-Taker General will be personally overseeing this endeavor. I should not need to remind you that delays will not be tolerated. Captain Shaw. Alright. Let's check the drawers on this desk. That flask puts me at 34 out of 71 loot. Let me make sure my count is accurate. Yes, good. Let's head out this door. Make sure I close it behind me.
Forget the gloom. If I catch the foundryman's droop.
Head up here, open this box. Inventory full, but it has blunt arrows in it.
She'll never know. I visit the docks on the way home.
I want to pick this guy's pocket right now. If you like...
There you are. Oh, you still pining for the abattoir? Come on.
At least the blood was fresh. All over.
At least the blood was
brown
fresh.
in here, like ditch water.
It's brown
Don't you
in
see
here.
it? Like
Poppy
ditch
milk
water.
from a plum
Don't you see
tit
it?
wouldn't cheer you up, would it, you frigging misery? This way. I want to show you something.
Alright.
This gloom is everywhere.
Those can be combat takedowns 9 and 10 if you like. And now we're done with that. There's something in this hall that I absolutely can't see. I'm going to need to crank the brightness for a moment. Apologies for that. We need to put a rope arrow in that anchor. And now we can return brightness to normal. We need to... Well, let's go ahead and make a checkpoint save in this cabinet. We need to hop on top of the cabinet. And then we can jump to our rope. And then climb up to these two wooden balconies. There's breakable stuff stacked everywhere on here, so be careful. Down here on the left, if I can find it.
This factory's a metal coffin. Should have been buried.
Right there, there it is. New
Now,
collectible.
what do we have here?
Daisy brooch. A gift of childlike innocence or an insult of virginal petals plucked. It's one of the flowers eternal. So, we can drop back down to the regular hall. Oh, more of those damn mannequins.
Where are you taking me?
I found a door in the old works, locked up tight.
Locked door in the old works? Imagine that.
They're everywhere. There's a gear sitting in this pile of broken glass. That's 35 out of 71 loot. Oh great, this is even better. There's a knife in the belly of one of the mannequins. Get right up close to it for our 36th piece of loot. While the guards are occupied, we want to hop on top of that cabinet and then up onto this walkway. We go around here. There's a gear to grab. That's 37 out of 71 loot. Now, I have to admit, I'm confused. These guys are supposed to be having a conversation about what's beyond that hole, and then start patrolling, but they're just standing there. How odd. Well, we can get into that room they're looking at by climbing these stairs, vaulting over this railing, and going through this crawl space. I missed this on my first play. What the hell is that?
Someone was in here recently, too. And they had lighter boots than the watch.
One of those damn mannequins is sitting at a desk. Like a person. And we got a magnifying glass and a candlestick. That's 38 and 39. Oh no, this is even worse. We got a telescope here. Oh hell no! It just looked at me. Is that it? Thing creeps me the hell out, y'all. That telescope is 40 out of 71 loot. Here's a letter. Cryptic letter to Clockwise. Time is running short and I need to disappear. Hopefully this letter will reach you. I stored something incredible in the workshop safe. If my theories are correct, I may finally have given our friend something to think about. Literally. You must keep it safe. I cannot risk writing down the safe's combination, but if something happens to me, look to the older prototypes. Past failures can still have use. Engineer. Goody. Means the combo to the safe is written on the damn mannequins. First number's 3. God. Second number's 1. No, we don't need to find the third number. We can trial and error that bitch. There's a wall safe over here. Let's go 3, 1. I hate having my back to that damn thing. What if it's moving again? What the hell was that? The son of a bitch did move. Again. It knocked that bottle over and broke it. Is this thing gonna freak out when I open the safe? I just grab this and get the fuck out of here. Soul of the Automaton. Masterwork of a mysterious and unnamed engineer, this unites all automaton parts in the service of something extraordinary. Yeah, great. Let me put it away and get out of here. The sooner we get out of here, the better. Oh, man. Would probably be a lot less disturbing than most of you. My real-life fears are shining through, I'm afraid. Those two guards are still standing there like idiots. That's a glitch. One of them is supposed to patrol this next corridor, but it's alright. I've had to deal with enough bad glitches that when one works in my favor, I'm more than willing to take it. Let's grab the scissors off of that shelf. Puts me at 41 out of 71 loot. Now we can actually climb onto these shelves and then onto the pipes up here. More breakable stuff. Have to be very careful not to knock any of it over. Get a flask, 42. And a coin purse, 43 out of 71 loot. And now we can drop back down to the corridor. We got a guard sleeping here. He's surrounded by broken glass.
Give me a
Let's
locked
be careful.
door, I'll show you an open one. I haven't seen this mechanism before, though. Must be a key to fit.
New step. Follow the path of the dead. Find a way to bypass the security door. New document. Off limits. Unauthorized entry beyond this point will be punished. No exceptions. If in doubt, consult with an officer of the administration by direct order of the Thief-Taker General. Fair enough. That fork puts me at 44 out of 71. Now let's make our way through this broken glass to this locked chest right here, which we can pick open. I have to be careful not to screw up though, or else the noise will wake him up. Well, this game officially gets the creepy vibe of the old ones down pat when it wants to. Machinery room key. And food. Now we have a real challenge to deal with in the form of the main room. Grab that flask, puts me at 43 out of 71 loot. Make a checkpoint save. 45 of 71, I mean. Is that right? Yes, good. And let's go deal with the main room. Three bad guys in here. One non-combatant, the...
Taken more than 100 dead each day this last week. And the rich are starting to drop now too. The general will be pleased with all the cleaning up we've been doing.
Cleaning up. Right you are, sir.
Good man.
You can get to that light while they're talking, and they won't notice that it's gone off.
Jobs well and without question will be just.
Although I'm actually not sure I want to do that. Oh, well, it's too late. Oh, I just spoiled my perfect ghost. I've infected it with a little opportunist.
Severe gouging of the eyes and ears, self-inflicted. Contusions around the
Coin
throat.
purse, 46. Candlestick, 47 out of 71.
So tired these days.
Extensive cuts to wrists, I'll assume self-inflicted.
Best next move is to head up here,
One's dead as much as the next.
to this balcony.
It's tiresome, but recording the cause of death can help us to assess the spread of the sickness.
I see Dobbs has stuck a few of them with crossbows. You're recording that too, sir.
Don't try to be clever, Watchman. It doesn't suit your face. Or your
Gears,
luck.
48 out of
Get back to your
71.
duties before I relieve you of them.
Plus a broadhead arrow.
One of the Baron's high collars. He might have something useful.
48 out of 71 loot.
Infected sores from injection abuse. Poppy milk perhaps.
Let's vault this railing here. Get onto the rafters.
Something feels wrong.
Want to get out far enough that we're in complete darkness.
No visible wounds. Not claimed by the gloom, I suspect.
First, let's go over here. You can see this little window. Peeks back out over the sleeper. And we can grab a coin purse. 49 out of 71 loot. And then go back to the main room once again.
Grease gets on
From
the
injection abuse. Poppy milk perhaps.
So tired these days.
We already got his machinery room key. It's better to do it when the crossbow guard is walking the other way, so we'll leave that be for now. Although I would like to get the dead list.
I'll be sure to remind the men that crossbow quarrels cost coin to produce.
Dead list 412. Number 2188, gouged out eyes, one ear ripped off, cause of death, gloom. Number 2189, contusions on neck, broken vertebra, cause of death, hanging, gloom. Number 2190, broken skull, crossbow bolts, Dobbs, cause of death, murder. Number 2191, wrist lacerations, severe blood loss, cause of death, gloom. Now,
I hear the gloom only plagues denizens of the street.
and we need to get the 2 purses off of the crossbow guy. Which is quite difficult to do. It's easiest when he's in transit.
No visible wounds.
We also have to worry about the guy underneath us, though. That's what I keep forgetting. How does he see me? Does he bump into me when he steps back? Is that what's happening? I really don't get it.
Mutilation of eyes, and ears, and so forth.
We got the purses. I should have been content with that and stopped where I was.
No visible wounds. Not claimed by the glue, I suspect.
Alright, we got the 2 purses. Very good.
Ah, Rourke's teeth.
Next, we need to get into that box. That's easiest to do when the crossbow guard is patrolling away from me.
The furnace is the hardest worker here.
No visible wounds. Not claimed by the gloom, I suspect.
50 out of 71. I don't know who's spotting me, though. Oh, yes, I do. It's the guard below.
This one's been dead longer than a few days. Scratches to the eyes.
I feel like if I could just get him to move a hair faster, I could avoid that suspicion. There has to be a way I can do that without alerting him. Has to.
Infected sores from injection abuse. Poppy milk, perhaps. Infected sores from injection abuse.
He keeps spotting me. This is unacceptable.
Infected sores from injection abuse.
There we got
Poppy
it.
milk, perhaps.
That puts us at 50 out of 71
Surviving
loot.
the gloom will build character, I'm sure. I'll be sure to remind the men that crossbow quarrels cost coin to produce.
We need to cross this catwalk, and
Something feels wrong.
this is actually a pretty good way to go about that. Very good. Now there's still one bit of loot up there
No visible wounds.
on this
Not
near
claimed by the
table.
gloom, I suspect.
We can grab a syringe. No,
This damned city.
scissors. Puts me at 51 out of 71. If we head over here, there's a magnifying glass on the table. 52 out of 71.
Rope marks around neck. An inefficient hanging. Not our work.
Last is that gear.
One day, I'll get that friggin' song out of my head.
Tossed from a second floor window, I would guess. Or jumped, of course.
My goal is to do this without raising his suspicions, which requires me to leave the light on, which I'm actually
Rope
okay
marks
with
around
anyway.
neck. An inefficient hanging.
Oh, his patrol reset. I gotta pay better attention. I need
Tossed from
him
a second floor window, I would
walking
guess.
the other
Or
direction.
jumped, of course.
I'm not feeling all that well.
What the heck? Why would it work last time and not work this time? I don't know. His patrol resets every time, so no matter what, we're gonna have to wait for him to walk. Which, you know, is actually
I'm
okay with
freezing.
me.
No visible wounds. Not claimed by the gloom, I suspect.
I need to figure out is whether I can vault on the actual near end of that fence or not.
Worn out.
Tossed from a second floor window, I would guess. Or jumped, of course.
Yes! Awesome.
I tell you, if that freaking
We got that damn gear. That's 53 out of 71 loot. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that makes me happy.
my crossbows.
We're done in
Don't
here.
stop again.
Perfect. Now, we got one last thing to do.
Another with signs of heavy opiate use.
Need to drop down on this side. And way up above us here is another rope arrow anchor.
It's not the gloom.
You can see it up there. Let's get that rope arrow properly anchored. And
Another with signs of heavy opiate use.
let's climb all the way up.
I should get more sleep.
Rope marks around neck.
Nice secret walkway. Let's put the brightness back.
Not our work.
And right there, a turquoise brooch.
Oh, I'll
Puts
be
us at
glad when this is all over.
54 out of 71 loot. Now we can just make our way back to the locked door. I wish I hadn't cut that light. I just wasn't thinking clearly.
I swear I saw something.
That's going to infect me with a little bit of opportunist. Yeah, that's okay. I can live with that. Let's just drop back
Mutilation of
down.
eyes and ears and so forth.
Same way we came in.
Suppose the beggars smell the same blood.
Oh, that guy's patrolling now, like he's supposed to. Let's wait for him to leave, and then let's open this door. And continue. And we're in. New step, follow the path of the dead. Hook back onto the assembly line. Alright, in this chest, we have gear, looks like. Inventory full, and one water arrow. Now let's pop up the wall here. More damn mannequins. Where we have a locked chest, which I'm still close enough to that sleeper, I'd better not screw up. And behold, 5 pieces of silverware. 2 forks, 2 spoons, and a knife. 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59 out of 71 loot. I believe we are now ready to hook back onto the assembly line. Let's do precisely that.
Oh, what I'd give
For a dead man, Cornelius is proving hard to catch. But I'll have to if I'm to pawn that
Whoa,
ring.
hey, one at a time. No pushing. Flames ain't going anywhere without you. No matter if you're rich or ragged, beggared or buttered up, you're all gonna burn. How many stupid bastards have I used?
And we're in the crawl space below the furnace room now. There's a ring somewhere in here.
I don't care if your mother's got the fucking clone, she's not coming to live with us. You've taken General Sir. Excuse me, sir.
What did this body have on it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I was just gonna get another body when you came in and took over.
You know, I don't ask for much. Respect. A stiff drink. Gold. And for my men to do what they're fucking told. Put his body in the furnace and check it for coin. No point in wasting a bolt.
Robbing the dead of their valuables and their dignity. A thief-taker general exceeds his own reputation. Time to steal that ring back.
New objective, steal the ring
Get
from the general.
If I catch the foundry man's drip.
Oh, damn, Garrett.
Robbing the dead of their valuables and their dignity.
The general wanted
A
that ring,
thief-taker
all
general
right.
exceeds his own reputation.
What was that about?
Time to steal that ring back.
I'm not even going to guess. If you don't stick your nose out, don't get slipped.
Still, didn't see many bodies with rings until then. Hey, you don't suppose we should be checking for, you know, cock rings and stuff, do you?
What the bells is a cock ring?
It's a ring for, you know, your gentleman's finger.
Are you winding me up?
No, no. No, some people have stuff like that. Well, the rich, anyhow. Didn't you know? Helps with getting it up or something. My brother, Daniel, knew a blossom. She said if you're in a pinch, you could use pig gut, tied in a knot.
I'm here with my hands on a dead man's arse, and you're telling me about your brother tying his dong in a knot?
No, the pig gut, not the... Don't be having a go at my brother. He's passed on.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
You can smell the river from here.
Where is this damn ring? It's gonna temporarily enable loot glint so I can find it.
I should give Brahms' wife, widow, the good news.
There it
He
is.
always said she hated him.
60 out of 71. Loot glint goes back off now.
She might need a bit of consolation. My back's hurting bad.
Here's the furnace
That was
room.
3 days.
It's a nice homage to a certain area of sabotage at Soulforge in Thief 2.
Double or nothing. Hope it's not...
Stripping procedure. 1. Remove any remaining clothing and search thoroughly. Check the lining, also boots and belt. 2. Check inside boots and the belt buckle if any. 3. Place any jewelry inside collection tray. Look for necklaces, earrings, watches, bracelets, rings, and such. 4. Don't forget inside the mouth. 5. Throw corpse and clothing in the furnace and repeat. Remember, you will be searched at end of shift. Thieves will be hung from the neck until dead. Now, let's head over here. Out this door. There's a gear on the floor. 61 out of 71. Then this is the coal chute. Way from the... identified in the shack way back at the very beginning. There's something good in here if I can just find it. Something important. I need to crank the brightness just because I can't even see. No, I don't want to use a rope arrow. There it is.
Now, what do we have here?
Diamond Circle, a gilded band mounted with a cluster of diamonds. It's the Serendi Stone circles. Let's turn the brightness back down. This guy can be pickpocketed.
At least the dead stay in line.
Grab a gear out of the coal trough, 62 of 71. Let's head back in here and shut the door behind us. We're ready to head all the way back to the furnace room. Start with this guy. Snatch the pocket portrait off the table and he won't even see anything. As long as we stay out of the light. That's 63 out of 71. There's a desk bell on the ground over here right by the furnace.
Hey? Was that... someone?
Halt where you...
How am I going to get a look at exactly where that joker is? Let's swoop behind this table. It's right behind the guy on the right, I think. That was surprisingly easy. That's 64 out of 71. Now we need to get to that middle table. This far table has a ring and a bracelet. 65 and 66 out of 71. Barrel someplace. Anyway. Yes. Scissors, 67 out of 71.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
The ring. Too much to hope that he cleaned it, I suppose.
It's getting late.
New step, steal the ring from the general. Find another way into the office. Right up here. And a nice ventilation shaft if he'll go all the way up to it. There we go. Here's the office. No
That's
sign
a
of...
strong box? Another of the Baron's improvements, perhaps. It'll crack like any other.
New step, steal the ring from the general, open the general's strong box. That watch seal is 68 out of 71 pieces of loot.
Nobles never miss an opportunity to admire their own crest.
Let's get all 3 piles of coins, 69, 70, and 71 pieces of loot. Let's just verify that we do in fact have all the loot. We do. Now we just need Cornelius's ring.
Cornelius.
Cornelius's ring, a signet ring retrieved from the corpse of a recently deceased aristocrat. And with that, we should have completed lift all loot items. Very good.
Back to thief!
Let's head out this
I have the
door.
ring and a new best friend.
New objective,
But
escape
it's
the
not over
foundry.
until I get out of here.
Come on, Garrett. All that's left now is the escape. Out into the inner yard.
Swear I heard the general.
He was. Better off out here.
I'll go in. You owe me, Peter. And a rat show if I'm not careful.
gates over here. We head through here. That's the perfect way through. Alright.
I sneak out here to hunt the big rats when I was younger. It was abandoned back then.
Since the Baron moved all industry across the river to Cinderford, it's his dream. Automation, we call it. Or never-ending misery, you say in towns. Oh, before crime to no far from now.
Backs hurt bad.
Pretty easy to get in here. Snag this puppy.
Sounds like the General's men finally found the switch.
Let's scale the pipes to get back out of here. Had a hell of a time getting Garrett to cooperate on here last time. There we go. Let's put the brightness back to normal now. Hop out the window.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Oh, yes. Remember this part. If I remember right, it's not actually too hard to get out of here. Just need to make it over there. Mantle over the railing. We just need to head up these stairs, and if I remember right, the exit is right there.
It's a wall of good night. Can't say I missed this place.
Excellent. Completed. Ghost. Oh good, I didn't screw up. Pure ghost. Got remain undetected, got lift all loot items. Let's continue. Collection display updated. 5 nights later at the clock tower. Let's read the Chapter 2 recap, and then we will end right here. Chapter 2, Dust to Dust. I snatched the ring Basso wanted straight from the fingers of the Thief-Taker General himself, the Baron's Hound. But that doesn't give me answers. First, Basso tells me I've been away from the city for an entire year, and then the Queen of Beggars says I was sleeping since the beggars found my body. So why don't I remember? Maybe I have this gloom that's going around. With that, next time will be a blind playthrough of a brand new city hub. Until then, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.